United Auto Workers in Wentzville face a critical decision this morning. They are voting right now on whether or not to accept a new contract from General Motors following their recent strike.
The Power of Two's Laura Simon is live with a look at how this process works. And Laura, you say people are already lining up there early this morning.
Absolutely, Blair and John. So the voting all got started at 4:30 this morning. It'll continue until 4:30 tomorrow morning. So workers are currently back under a tentative deal, but this ratification process will seal the deal, at least if the majority of union members vote yes, and that's yet to be seen. We'll find that out sometime tomorrow morning. But this all comes on the heels after the United Auto Workers at the General Motors assembly plant in Flint, Michigan, turned down GM's proposed contract, which did come to it came as a bit of a surprise to some people, but not everyone here in the St. Louis area was surprised by this. It was a narrow decision. 51.8% of people there in Flint voted against it, while 48.2% voted for it. The proposal would have increased workers' starting pay by 25%, raised the top wage by a third, and it would have included cost of living adjustments. Back here in Wentzville, I've been catching up with people I first talked with when the auto workers strike began back in mid-September. And at the time, they were asking for things like a nearly 40% pay raise, medical benefits after retirement, and a 4-day work week. The plant in Wentzville is one of the 3 original plants where the UAW strike started. A millwright I interviewed tells me that they've been back to work since October 31st when the auto workers reached a tentative deal. And here's what this tentative deal actually entails that people are voting on right now here today. A 25% pay increase, cost of living adjustments, richer contributions to the pension plan and 401ks. It also keeps their health care intact, which was a big sticking point. And they also won the right to strike if the automakers close any plants. In the past, they were not able to do that. I spoke with former Local 2250 President Glenn Coggy, who tells me he supports the deal. He voted yes less than an hour ago here at their union office, and he does think the vote is going to end up being pretty close.
Just the talk on the floor, the general concerns that we aren't getting as much as what we could have gotten. There's a lot of people that say things like, well, you never take the first offer. Well, this isn't the first offer. Our negotiators have been sitting across the table from corporate negotiators for months, and there's been a lot of back and forth.
There are about 3,700 Local 2250 members here in Wentzville, and Coggy tells me he expects about 2,000 of those members to actually come out here and cast their vote. And after the voting process wraps up at 4:30 tomorrow morning, the counting process will begin. He expects to hear some sort of announcement on whether or not this goes through sometime between 8 and 9 a.m. tomorrow. But he does tell me he would be surprised if it doesn't pass here in Wentzville. Reporting live in Wentzville this morning, I'm Laura Simon.